Welcome back to Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Sexton 1. It's a Tier 3 British Premium SPG, one of only 2 Premium SPGs in the game. This one's on the North Spawn of Lakeville under the command of Zamri Pororo. Well, most people got their Sextons at the Christmas in the loot boxes, and Zamri was no exception. He managed to get one as well. Oh, that's not what you're supposed to do to your teammate. Naughty. Rammed into the Bison. I think he thought that the Bison was going to be moving, and the Bison wants to platoon with him. It's a Tier 4 game with Tier 3 Arty in it, and well, the Sexton hasn't been on sale for a long time, and then they put it in the loot boxes, and I think most people bought one. It's basically a 25-pounder gun based on a hull that was actually built in Canada, in Montreal. The locomotive works there. The first 125 were actually built from the hulls of the RAM 2, which is looks like the M4, but it's actually using the hull of the M3. And he gets a nice direct hit there on the A20, who pops out and discovers there's a shell coming the opposite way. Unfortunately, the A20 is moving forward and gets wiped out. He's got a Largo friend with him, a Tier 4 Swedish. We're almost about to be loaded. 9.7 seconds reload. Big hit! Massive hit for 250. Now that was a penetrating shot. The alpha damage of these shells is 280, and with penetration of 44mm and burst radius of 1.39. He just took out a T-56 GMC. That was a Tier 4, was it Tier 4? Tier 3 American tank destroyer. He's now going after the Largo, and he spotted a Panzer IIIe dashing towards him. Stopped. Rabbit in the headlights. Oh, just missed him. I thought for a second he stopped because he suddenly saw something in front of him that frightened him. Well, we know where he is, and we send a calling card, and unfortunately it overshoots him. So the first 125 of the Sextons were the Sexton 1. There's some subtle differences in the hull and what they actually contained. And they made 2,150 Sextons in total, but the other ones were made from Grizzlies. Oh, he's just killed another enemy tank. That Panzer IIIe came up to the ridgeline and got wiped out. Now, the Sexton was supposed to be the replacement for the Bishop, but in the game, Wargaming have put them the other way around. The Sexton is the Tier 2 Arty, and the Bishop is the Tier 5 British Arty. It should be the other way around, actually, but I think Wargaming had a bit of difficulty with having the Bishop at Tier 2, or Tier 3, so instead they reversed them. Oh, he hit the wreck there. He didn't actually hit the 14 TP. Just the shell intercepted the wreck, and it just made the bouncing noise. It just ricocheted off the hull. And that 14 TP has got the cannon, the auto cannon. You can hear he's firing his clip every time he gets high. Oh, and he got hit there. There was no explosion, so he hit the 14 TP square on. Okay, it's loaded again. Oh, we saw the vehicle move. So the 14 TP's gone up to the vehicle, and he's actually using them for cover at the moment. So he's probably not backed away. Zamri fires a round in, and oh, we hit the vehicles again, the wrecks, and I made a solid thud as it bounced into it. He's trying another shot, and he changed direction just as he fired, so we didn't see what happened to that shell. But over in the town, the enemy's coming out the other side. Now the scores are fairly even, so it just looks as if most of our guys that went into the town did as much damage as they did before getting wiped out. And there goes the Marder. Zamri's claimed another kill. 3 now. I think the only thing we're worrying about coming down the valley is that 14 TP. But we did see an M3 Lee at the other end of the map. Now we've got a Saab M43 dialing in. One of our light tanks is moving up. The Panzer 38NA goes for the ram. Not the smartest move, but yep, the kill is there. He gets it. $14 TP is actually a lot closer now. He's managed to come down from that pass, and he's now sitting on top of the rock trying to get shots on our guys. And well, the enemy Arty is trying to hit Zamri. I'm not sure if he was seen or if he hasn't got sixth sense, but those shells were actually fired where the enemy Arty thought he was. So he's going to have to keep relocating from now on, and he's aiming for that corner, expecting the 14 TP to come around the corner, and he's going to shotgun him in the face. No, he's not ready for that yet. The 14 TP's there. There's the Panzer 38T of the enemy team. Looks like he's actually quite a decent player. Dialing in. Almost ready. Rounds out. Oh, we got the kill! We took that. The camera pulled away. We didn't see what happened to the shell, but the results came up saying the Panzer 38T bit the dust. And he's auto aiming onto the 40 TP. And there you go. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Yes. 25 pounder is actually quite a big shell. You think about the 17 pounder is a 76mm shell. Well, imagine the 25 pounder and you'll get an idea. And that's, remember, it's an HE round as well, so it's containing a lot of high explosive. The 14 TP, where is he? Well, it looks like he's a lot closer to the rock, but the Sav is just around the corner. It looks like the Sav is taking the shots from that 14 TP. So I think he's going to try a shotgun again. He's auto-aimed on, poking over the edge, and this time round he has to go for it. He's committed. And he gets it. Now there's only 2 RT left on the enemy team, and he was seen. I'm surprised they didn't fire, but one of them's a T18 HMC. There he is. And the other one is a Vespa. We don't know where he is. T18 HMC, which is quite a tough little tank, a tough little Arty. Actually, it was a tank destroyer, but we'll forgive him that. It was actually it was a self-propelled gun. Let's put it that way. Because most TDs are self-propelled guns as well. Well, there he is. And line up a shot. Rounds out. Oh, he was killed just as we fired. So that means there's only the Vespa. And we are capping at the moment. I suspect the Vespa will try to interrupt the cap. And he's probably behind that rock. Oh, there he is. Yep. He didn't get an interrupt, but we're firing on him. And we just missed him. Oh, we did get an interrupt. Or did somebody leave the cap? I think somebody left the cap, actually. And the Hetzer has got the kill. Or was it? No, the Panzer 38NA got the kill. And that's the game over. So let's see how Zamri Peroro did in that game. He got an ace tanker in that one. Yes, surprisingly, this was back in March, and he actually managed to get ace tanker in the Sexton one in that game. He got a bruise in the middle of getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 11. He got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He ended up with 5. He was 1 short of getting a top gun. If he killed the Vespa, he would have got it. And he also got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game overall. Let's have a look at team score. There you go, 1,094 hit points. Only just qualified because you have to have at least 1,000 hit points to get the high caliber and the highest damage in the game. The next high scorer was in fact the Panzer Kampfwagen 3, or is it the 38TNA? So it's the Panzer 38NA. The guy who rammed the Sav, he managed to get 799 hit points of damage, and he got the kill on that Vespa. And the next high score after that was the 14 TP on the enemy team with 721. When it came to kills, it was still Zamri with 5 kills, 4 kills for the Panzer 38NA, and then there's 3 members of the enemy team and 1 member of our team with 2 kills each. And when it came to base XP, yes, I'm afraid he's top in that one as well. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. 738 for Zamri, 721 for the Panzer 38NA, and the next high score after that was 14 TP, who did so well because he was actually trying to kill all the guys at our cap, or trying to get at our cap, and he got 571 base. 26 shots fired, 10 direct hits, 5 penetrations, 6 splash. Damage of 1,094 hit points, of which 796 were at more than 300 meters. He damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 5, and on a free-to-play account he earned 23,254 credits, got 30,000 credits from personal missions payout, and after a resupply of ammunition and consumables, and yes, he was using standard ammo, he ended up with a profit of 22,945 credits. 738 base XP times 2 for the first victory, 443 for this being a premium vehicle, took away 1,919. So the Sexton 1, yes, quite an interesting little Arty. It's very, very similar to the Sexton 2 that you'll see, which is a standard tier 3 Arty. The difference really between the two is the penetration. The Sexton 1 will go through a lot more armour, which means that you have a much better chance of taking out the enemy tanks at tier 3 and tier 4. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. We've got one more replay by Zamri Peroro to watch, and thank you for watching this one.